welcome to the vlog. Well, it's been 2 weeks, I think, I'm not sure. We've been in Ibiza already. We did a workshop there. It was 5 days with 3 models, 1 makeup artist, and then in total we were with a group of 13 people. Normally 14, but one had to cancel last minute because of sickness. Can happen to everyone. So everything went perfectly like we planned, except for a few things like shopping for food and those kind of goodies. You have to keep in mind that everybody has a different taste. So we went there, we did a lot of the things with ambient light, because when you're in Ibiza you got normal sun. The only thing you have to keep in mind is that when the sun is shining and there's bright sun, so the sky is always blue, go early or go like an hour before sunset when it's golden hour. Then you have the best quality of sun, because otherwise the shadows are really harsh and it's hard to get nice images, especially with models who have pretty big eyelashes. They create shadows beneath the eyes which are not easy to fix, if to fix at all. So in the little behind the scenes we've had, you see some footage of me filming with the Canon G7X, the one I'm recording this with now. And then the footage that has been filmed like in portrait mode, those are filmed by Marieke, the makeup artist, and the model. And yeah, nothing to do about it. I told her next time to flip the camera around to create some images, landscape, profile. But yeah, just to give you guys and girls an idea of what we did there. Not everything is filmed, because yeah, you're still there during a workshop, so you have to teach people, help people with making pictures. So we've used most of the time ambient light, and then in the evenings of course you need strobes to fill up the shadows to create some nice images when the sun is setting. Now, it's logistically a mess to get everything there, because I had to book 4 suitcases to just get my gear over there. So if anybody knows a better solution, let me know. Renting out might have been a solution, but then the problem is getting the gear, making sure everything is available we need, and it's difficult to have an idea of what we actually need and what we will be using. So when you have everything there, which is from yourself, it's easier to use instead of renting stuff out. Yeah, and the vlog Ibiza was a success, I can gladly say, and the next event will be Opal Coast. At the moment we still have spots available, and then the next trip we're planning, because everybody wants to see a follow-up of Ibiza. Some location I have in mind is Mallorca at the moment, but if you guys and girls have better solutions, let me know below. A little bit further is also possible, but that's dependent on the group, because then the rates will go up for transportation and stay. So that's something, yeah, it's dependent on the group and the possible clients I have with it. So in the end, you've seen some images I've retouched. All of them are shot with my Nikon D850 combined with a wide angle, because for me, I think it's really important when you capture these things that you have some of the environmental things going on. So you want to have the rocks in the background, you want to have scenery, and not just like a really tight close-up shot, because yeah, with a close-up shot you cannot really do, and you can use it, but then there's no point in going to a foreign country to make images. That's just my humble opinion. Like I've shot most of the images with the 24-70. Some of them are done with the 70-200, but then going far away to make sure that you still include the landscape. Another thing to keep in mind when you're shooting in water, water is cold, might be cold, and slippery. So when you go in the water, make sure the model is safe and she doesn't slip off the rocks. We didn't have that happen. The only thing that happened was I fell on my back with flipping my foot. Gear related stuff, we had 4 quadra sets with us from Elinchrome. On top of that we had 2 deep umbrellas, which were the modifiers we used the most, because they are easy manageable to get open. It's just an umbrella system, but it's deeper, so the light travels more, so you get more punch in the images. And yeah, with the diffusion sock in front of it. And We had 3 deep octas with us, but in the end we didn't use them because it's a mess to get them all it's not a mess to get them assembled, that's pretty easy, but it's a mess to have them steady when the wind is going over the sea, to make them stable. Also, when you plan some things, it's really hard to plan the amount of people that will be there at a certain location, especially Ibiza, it's not so big. So when you travel from point A to point B, you have like 40 minutes. But when you get there, there's a lot of people and you want to shoot sunset, you have to manage, think quick in a stressful situation. But we managed in the end, so that's the most important thing. Now keep in mind, for the Opal Coast, if you want to join, go check it out. It's on the website, link will be in the description below. If you got questions or any suggestions for follow-ups of this vlog, don't hesitate to get in touch with me, leave a reply below, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys and girls next time. Bye bye, ciao ciao.